Everybody, welcome to our video analysis where we'll be reviewing video 6 of the discussion. We will be talking about the two theories of liberalism, which is institutional liberalism, Republican liberalism, the theory of constructivism, the European Union and global governance, non-entrepreneurship and civil rights movement, and the two theories, constructivism and liberalism, in the context of Papua New Guinea. Now, moving on, what is institutional liberalism?
Institutional liberalism is a sub-theory of liberalism. Institutional liberalism is all about several institutions or international organizations with common goals guided by their rules that collaborate to foster domestic and international peace. As supported by QAnon 2012, stated that institutions and rules can create mutually beneficial cooperation within and among states. The sole purpose of institutional liberalism is to promote beneficial effects on human security, human welfare, and human liberty as a result of a more peaceful, prosperous, and free world. With that, we can be assured that international organizations like UNDP, UNICEF, WHO, and the UN General Assembly play a vital role in fostering global peace by upholding with liberal ideas such as peace, equality, economic freedom, and so forth.
Moving on, another theory mentioned in the video by Hesius is Republican liberalism. So as stated, Republican liberalism is also known as the democratic peace theory, and according to Loney 2019, this theory states that democratic or liberal states will not go to war with other liberal states. The video related this theory, Republican liberalism, to an event which is European Union is a liberal democratic organization. However, European Union as a liberal democratic organization is not an event. It is more to do with the type of organization the European Union is. To better understand Republican liberalism, we can relate this theory to the formation of the European Union. This event portrays the core values of what Republican liberalism is all about: international cooperation, democratic governance, and the prevention of war through the establishment of republican states. The formation of the European Union has brought about peace and stability in Europe by promoting economic interdependence, democratic governance, and the rule-based international relations, embodying the idea of Republican liberalism that republics are less likely to go to war with other republican states.
Moving on to the events, one of the events that they have mentioned is the non-entrepreneurship and the civil rights movement. These were the social campaigns in 1954 to 1960 in the United States of America to abolish legal racial segregation, discrimination, and disenfranchisement in the country. The origin of the movement was in Reconstruction era in the 19th century and its modern roots in the 1940s. After years of direct action and grassroots protests, the movement made its legislative in the 1960s. The era of the event was a cultural revolution in the United States that brought forth the fight for freedom, justice, and equality between whites and African Americans. This changed how the society is from being racist and the division between blacks and white. According to Blakely Robertson, president of the United National Civil Rights Activist 2021, states that the event was a breakthrough for African Americans to openly express themselves. The event linked to the theory of liberation, to the goals, policies, and values, and the moral philosophy based on the right of individual liberty, consent of the governed, political equality, right to private property, and equality before the law. This was a cultural revolution where the idea of liberation began to spread over the United States of America.
Now, moving on to the other main theory as defined by study.com, constructivism is a learning theory that individuals develop knowledge through involvement and association with the ecoscope. So, in the context of European Union, constructivism has a significant influence in global governance. Global governance is the combination of the international and pattern of human interaction that regulates actions worldwide for the common good, according to science directly. Constructivism has played a crucial role in fostering a sense of European identity and among its member states, which has in turn facilitated greater cooperation and integration within the European Union. The European Union develops and evaluation have been shaped by the norms and identities of its member states, demonstrating how institutions can cope shaped by the beliefs of the actors within them. Moreover, the European Union approach to global governance reflects constructivist principle by emphasizing shared norms, values, and cooperation in addressing global challenges such as climate change, terrorism, and trade dispute. On the other hand, contradiction also offers a different lens through which to understand the European Union global governance dynamic. As stated by Musculo and Fisher 2005, contradiction is a learning theory which holds that knowledge is best gained through a process of reflection and the active contraction in the mind.
Add on, when discussing and giving examples of prior theories and events, did you mention any examples of IOs or theories in the national or PNG context? Constructivism, according to 3000 post in 2017, is a movement in international relations theory that examines how changing international norms and actors' identities help shape the content of state interests. This means that it argues that the international system is socially constructed and the international organizations and norms are influenced by shared ideas and collective identities, such as the social construction of norms and identity and the role of international organizations. Constructivism asserts that international norms and the rules are created through social interactions and shared beliefs. For example, in PNG, the influence of global human rights norms can be seen in the country's efforts to address issues like gender-based violence and indigenous rights. Local NGOs and activists influenced by international human rights standards have been pushing for reforms and greater protection, reflecting the impact of constructivist ideas about the importance of human rights. Constructivists also highlights the identities of international organizations shaped by the behavior and influence. For example, PNG's participation in regional organizations like the Pacific Islands Forum reflects a collective identity and shared values among Pacific nations. The role of these organizations in addressing regional issues such as climate change and economic development is shaped by the collective identity and norms of member states.
In conclusion, the video itself has low audio. Secondly, they have not mentioned the theory of liberalism, two theory of liberalism, which is institutional liberalism and Republican liberalism. The theory of constructivism was not clearly stated with valid points. In contrast, the European Union is an organization with global governance as an international affair of the European Union, and the civil rights movement is an organized body aiming for particular goals and aspiration to achieve which was not clearly stated. However, they have cited relevant information that would be best if they provide examples of global events that are relevant to the European Union, global governance and entrepreneurship and the civil rights movement. Of how these theories or events affect the institutional organization and institutional affairs globally and in Papua New Guinea. With that, thank you for participating in class and please comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And with that, bye from everyone else. Thank you.